All right, Plumas Pines Resort. What a crowd. Thank you all for coming out. We're getting ready to start day 2 of the Apex Pro Tour weigh-in here at Lake Almanor. All of you at home following us on social media, welcome, welcome. Let me go ahead and start off by thanking Plumas Pines Resort and Restaurant. Wow, these folks are just absolutely amazing. A week before we got here, all these roads were covered in snow still, and they spent all week getting the restaurant ready for us. We were the first customers of the year for them. The roads were plowed of snow. They got the ramps ready for us. Electrical hooked up for our anglers that were docking their boats. What an amazing place, folks. If you ever get a chance, come visit Lake Almanor, especially the Plumas Pines Resort. All our anglers are getting ready to weigh in, and man, what a weekend we've had. There's great fish weigh-ins, and for some of you that didn't know, we had a great earthquake. Not. Shook the trailer a little bit, moved it off its blocks, but delayed Plumas Pines a little bit. They lost some glassware and some merchandise up there, but they're up and running, so their bar is open for drinks, and the restaurant will be open again at 5 o'clock. It's a little bit of a limited menu, but go check them out. The food was absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and thank all of our sponsors that make this happen for us. We got A&M Graphics, Excel Marketing, AccuCull, Basscat Boats, Ben Green Insurance, Bob's Machine Shop, Bridgeford Food, Dish Network, Duo International, Fisherman's Warehouse Megastore, Garmin, Mercury Marine, Navionics, Next Gen Lithium, PowerPole, Price Family Dealership, Roman Made, St. Croix, Signature Gates and Welding System, Super Clean, Valley Outdoors, Woodblotter Flooring, and of course all of you fans out here watching and cheering on our anglers. We really appreciate you guys coming out. All right, first to the scale from Mesa, Arizona, Marty Lawrence. He had 12:41 yesterday. 12:41. Welcome, Marty. Get a total weight here. Oh, hold on. It's in there. Total weight 5.92. 5.92. Let's get a couple for photos here, Marty. All righty, Marty. We know you had a pretty good day on day 1. Not the day you were expecting on day 2. We were kind of following you on Tourney X. You're right there in the limits for the keeper count. Tell us about it.
I just didn't get the bites today. The 3 bites I got, I caught them. The wind played a big role yesterday, and it didn't materialize till late today, and then too late by then.
Well, I know you live not too far from me back in Arizona, and we don't really get earthquakes. How'd you feel at 3:18 this morning?
I was already awake, but it kind of shook a little bit for the door to get out of that house. I mean, the ceilings were vaulted. I was like, man.
Well, we'll see how today goes, and at least when we get back home, we don't have to worry about earthquakes, right? All right, thank you, Marty. All right, coming up next from Atascadero, California. Oh, no, that's Nick Salvucci. Sorry, Nick Cloutier from Oakley, California. Nick Cloutier and his little ones. Yesterday he had 1546 with a 12 fish limit in the keeper count. I know he had a pretty good day today. I was following him all day. All right, it looks like he had 2 consistent days. 1384. Awesome job. That gives you a 2-day total of 2930. It currently has you in first place. Grab a couple of these fish for photos. He says he wants a big fish, not the little one. That's a pretty big one right there. That's a good looking one. All right, what a job. Way to go, Nick. I know you're up there in the keeper count. More than likely going to see our championship day in day 3, so don't want to know all the secrets, but you obviously have been pretty consistent. Tell me about it.
Basically catching all these fish off of one spot. Um, Thought I was going to have it a majority to myself today, but a couple guys tried to move in. I was managed 8 fish, 8 storables today, and that 13-pound bag. Hoping if I fish tomorrow, there's only one other guy that will probably be out there tomorrow that we're sharing the spot, separated. So, I'm just going to keep doing the same thing that's got me here. Basically throwing reaction baits and throwing a drop shot in there every now and then just to try to pick off one of those lazy ones. But yeah, I was real curious to see how today would go with the earthquake. Always heard earthquake takes everything up for those fish, and they don't like it. Proved to be kind of true because I mean I didn't get a whole lot of bites like I did yesterday, but 8 storables and 29. I mean,
It seems like you're going to be pretty safe, and I won't lie to you. Each time your kid jumps right here, I feel like it's a tremor, and I'm looking at the trees getting ready to bail off the stage because yesterday I felt like this trailer was going to fall on me on the backside, so still got those jitters. But, yeah, tomorrow is only going to be 10 people, so hopefully your spot opens up for you, man. We wish you the best. Stick around. All right, from Oakley, California also, Bo Jodry. All right, let's see what Mr. Jodry here has. Total weight, 5.58 pounds, 5.58. Let's grab a couple for photos. Nothing better than a family affair. Alrighty, Bo. Bo's one of our newcomers to Apex this year. Tell me a little about how this week went for you and like the learning curve in Apex with no practice, 30 days off limits, and just going out there blind and trying to figure it out against all these great fishermen.
It's really tough. Exciting. You never know what you're getting into. Not having any practice, no info. Coming in, it's anybody's game. I felt like I had a fair shot at getting out there and putting something together. Really tough this week for me. Very happy with what I got. Looking for the next
one. Well, I can tell you guys one thing. If fishing doesn't work out for him, he may be a track star because yesterday we were standing at the back door when that earthquake happened. And by the time I turned around, he was 50 yards down this road. That's how quick he ran. So, hey, you got a career in running if that works out for you. All right, coming up next from Elk Grove, California, Ken Ma. No stranger to the Apex Bass Trail and being a champion, winning tons of money here. Total weight 2.36. Let's get a photo here. Comes with fishing. This guy's won a lot of our tournaments. 6 of them now, Ken? 5? 5 of them. He's won 5 events with Apex. Between Apex and the Pro-Am. So, you got to win some and lose some. And tell us about your week here.
Yeah, yesterday I caught him on a jerkbait, a Bill Lewis scope stick, a 120 deep diver. And, today with the slicked off conditions, and I don't know, it got a little funky. The water kind of changed. I thought it was going to be clear. And like a lot of people are talking about, these fish want to push up and sight, and we can go sight fishing. But yesterday, I saw more yesterday than I did today. So that was kind of weird. I figured there'd be more today than there was yesterday, but obviously there wasn't. The other thing is I'm not going to be too long, but glad to see. I think we had 11 rookies this season. So Apex is growing. I think the idea is to get it to about 50 or so. So pretty excited. You know, the rookie class, some of those guys are really excited to be here. So we're just trying to build a platform. Those of you that don't know, you know, this is connected to the Western Bass Shootout. Some guy won $126,000 last month. So the top, some guy did that. That's going to happen again next year. It's going to be bigger. You know, the top 50 anglers from the 4 major tours on the West, you know, basically have to qualify to fish that. You can't just pay your entry fee. So, you know, 20 of my peers, hopefully including me, are going to make the 2024 Western Bass Shootout as well.
Well, I know about 19 of them don't want you to be there because you keep winning all their money, but we all want them to be there. Ken Moll's just been great supporter of Apex from the very beginning, so we really appreciate you being here. Thank you, Ken. All right, coming up to the scales next, Jason Austin from Ione, California. He had 1251 yesterday. We got a total weight today. Only 2.78, 2.78. Jason, let's get a quick photo here. All right, being the competitor that you are, I know you're not exactly happy with that, but tell us a little bit about your week.
Well, it was pretty good until about 9 o'clock yesterday morning, and since then I caught one fish. I don't know, a little baffled at what happened. Tried a little bit of everything, you know. I fished a little bit from the bike. I hear experience home out easy. I just like to say hi to my Dish Network. My sponsors, Dish Network, Marketing, R&M Flooring, Torch Eyewear. I can't remember.
Vexus Boats? Yeah. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, Jason. All right, coming up from Bethel Island, California, Carrie Harris. All righty, Carrie, let's get a total weight here. Yesterday at 293, a little bit of an improvement today. Total weight, 6.94, 6.94. Carrie, let's get a couple photos of these nice looking fish here. All righty, Carrie. Tell me a little bit about your week here.
Well, started out kind of slow. I got one yesterday. I got 3 today. So I guess if I fish tomorrow and I catch another couple, I'd get a limit overall for for my few days of fishing. It was cool. The camera boat came out today and got on the boat, and I wish I could have caught some fish when they were on the boat. I was really looking forward to doing that and having that on film, but that didn't work out. You know, it's a beautiful lake, Lake Almanor. You know, the scenery is outstanding. We fish so many different lakes around California. This is just another gym in California that we get to come out and fish. Let me say thank you to my sponsors. If you ever come to Bethel Island, the Bass Hole Tackle Shop on Bethel Island, go over there and see Rob over there. He's a good guy, family man, and he'll take care of you if you want to go bass fishing on the Delta. Branch Services, I want to say thank you to those guys out there. They really help me out and support me a lot. You know, one guy is just on the boat by himself, but really it's a team sport. There's a lot of different people that go into helping all of us anglers get here. You see all the family and the kids that come. It's really a team sport for us fishermen to get out here and do what we love. So I just want to say thank you to everybody.
Yeah, it really is a team sport, and I'll tell you what, it's like a coin toss with these camera boats. Like, they're either good luck for you or bad luck. It seems like some guys are like, oh, I caught him when you showed up, and then as soon as they pull away after being on your boat an hour, you just start smashing the fish, and it's just how it is.
That's exactly what we were saying. We were talking about. I said, you know, as soon as you guys get off the boat, watch, I'm going to catch fish. That's pretty much what happened.
All right, Carrie, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. All right, from Atascadero, California, coming up next, Austin, bonjour. Austin had 13.77 pounds yesterday. Let's see what he brought to the scales today. Another good bag here. 15.46 pounds, 15.46. Good job, Austin. That gives you a total weight of 29.23 pounds. Just missed it. 7/100ths of a of an ounce under Nick Cloutier, but this currently has you in second place. Let's grab a little photos and we'll talk. All healthy looking fish here. All right, well, this has you in second place. Sets you up real nice to make it for the top 10 tomorrow, so don't tell us all your secrets, but, let the folks at home and the people out here in the stands know a little bit about how your week went.
Okay. Thank you, John. This place is awesome. I'm definitely coming back. Wow. I love catching smallmouth, so anytime I can come chase these things around, I'm happy, whether it's at home or up in NorCal or Washington at the Columbia River or the Colorado River. I love brownfish. How I'm doing it, I'm just fishing real fast. I'm covering a ton of water, using a bunch of different baits, and I've never been here before. Apex is really cool because they open up these venues like Almanor, Trinity, places that big, one bass or MLF or FLW, whatever it's called now, they can't go. So I think this is my 10th new venue in 2 years between the Bass Nation and Apex, so it's pretty cool. Just put your trolling motor in and run around and go fishing, and it worked out today. I got to say hi to Aurora and my wife back home. She saw me, my daughter, yesterday, and she was talking on the screen going, "Oh, Dad, 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 Dad," when she saw me talking. So, hi, Aurora. Daddy loves you. See you soon.
How awesome. Thank you, Austin. At some point, you're going to be like, man, I wish you would stop talking. But, hey, you know what? Enjoy it while they're young. Why don't you and Nick hold on and stick around. We'll see how the end of today goes. Remember, guys, the bar is open up here at the restaurant. So go ahead and visit them. Not too long, just a little bit. I got to talk to you guys. There will be a top 10 meeting, so stick around for that. And from Turlock, California, Vince Hurtado. Vince had 14.06 yesterday, 4 pounds even today, 4 pounds even. Vince, let's grab a couple photos here. All righty, Vince. I know that's not the finish that you wanted, but tell me a little bit about your day.
Man, I went in, out, sideways. I had my perspective mount. I went forward mount. I did everything I possibly could. I think these fish just, something happened. They changed clearly. I don't think it was the earthquake. I think maybe they just repositioned. The weather got warm. I went in, and a lot of the fish I seen shallow yesterday, there was not as many. I was ripping and actually cranked that one almost 4 yesterday. I cranked like 3 of my fish in about 5 foot of water. The rest all came on rip baits and just one down bait. But, this is a fantastic lake. I'm really bummed because, I know the quality here, but I'm sure Apex is going to come back again. I want to give a shout-out to my family, my friends. A good friend of mine, Ben Williams, comes out here all the time. He's a local guide up here, so if you guys need anything, check him out.
Awesome. Thank you, Vince. Appreciate it. All right, from Wilton, California, Timothy Venkus, another new angler to Apex. Yesterday at 576. Let's see what he brought to the scales today.
A little bit better today.
All right, I saw your name on Tourney X a few times more today. 8.65, 8.65 is definitely an improvement from yesterday. Let's grab a couple for photos here. All right, Tim. I know this was a new format of fishing for you. It's not the most conventional 5-fish limit stuff. So how was it for you? What was the differences and what did you like?
Well, I like the off limits, no information. I wish that was on all tournaments. I really like that format. It just puts you out there cold and you've got to figure it out. And today I did a little bit better than yesterday. I was around the fish, but today I was able to just have a little bit of luck go my way.
Well, we appreciate you joining us here with Apex. Is there anyone at home that you'd like to thank?
Well, yes, I'd like to thank all my sponsors. I want to talk to you about Nitro Boats. They've changed the Nitro 21 XL. Last year, they redesigned that boat. They redesigned the hull. It is as good or better than a lot of these boats on the water. It is a brand new boat, brand new hull. It is faster. It is smoother. And I know that you guys are up here in the north. If you need a Nitro boat, go see Gone Fishing Marine down in Dixon, California, and they will set you up. And I also want to thank all my sponsors. I use P-Line. The Spinex braid and Spinex fluorocarbon leader material is by far the best that I have ever used. That is awesome stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim. All right. From Upper Lake, California, we got John Pearl. He had 12:41 yesterday. See what the total weight is here today. 10.79, 10.79. That has you currently in third place with 2320 as a total. Let's grab a couple for photos. All righty, John. Well, I saw your name quite a bit on Tourney X on the scoreable side. There's a really good chance that you make it either with weight or scoreable. How are you feeling about it?
Not too good. I needed one more. I think if I had 5, I for sure would have made it, but it's going to be close, I think. But it was a really tough day for everybody, so who knows? Yeah, it was a rough day. Yeah, I want to say I thank my sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be here. I want to say hi to my wife and son at home. We had my wife's grandfather passed away, and we had his funeral on Wednesday. So, you know, I'm lucky to be here. She let me come. So, I wouldn't be here without her. And Wild West, Apex, John, everybody back. Thanks.
Thank you, John. We really appreciate it. Don't go too far. We'll have those top 10 results here at the end, and we'll have a top 10 meeting for all of our anglers. All right. Coming up next from Spokane, Washington, another newcomer to Apex Pro Tour, Jake Boomer. All right, total weight, 5.71, 5.71. Jake, let's grab a couple for photos here. New to Apex Pro Tour. I know it's a different format than what you're used to, and you fish nationally, so tell us a little bit about your week.
I think I need to stick and move a little better. I came in here thinking that after doing my map study, one thing was going to work, and I stuck it out a little longer. And I think in this format, you can't do that. I think you got to feel comfortable that your area wasn't going to work and move on. And I didn't move enough, I don't think, but mostly I just didn't catch them. So, but cool format, super cool tournament. I got to thank the Ackerman family because it's like I feel like they travel around to follow me, even though they really just travel to follow Carl. But they always root for me, so thank you there. My family won't come, so thank you for those guys. But my wife's at home. I know the girls are in track, and so I'll be home soon. I love you. Thank you for letting me drive all over the world and do this, and thanks again.
Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you coming out. All right, the next angler coming up, about a mile from my house, Peoria, Arizona, Kevin Johnson. Title, one of our main sponsors with Next Gen Lithium, owner here. Always appreciate him fishing with us. Total weight, 9.37, 9.37. Kevin, let's grab a couple photos here. Was an improvement from yesterday. Kevin, tell us a little bit about your day here.
It was started out a lot better. By 7 o'clock, I had 3 fish, and then it was just dead. I caught a bed fish at like 1 o'clock and ran around. And after I got done catching that fish, I look up and I see about 50 fish, like 10 feet from the boat. I'm still powered pulled down. I couldn't catch one. I stayed there pretty much the rest of the day. tried working one more bed fish, and I made 3 flips. It went after the bait and then disappeared, and never saw it again. So a lot of fun being here. This is a beautiful place. Wish I would have caught him a little bit better today. I'll probably miss a check by 1 fish, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I know there's one special person at home that you have to thank, so I'm not going to let you leave this stage because I'm a friend of yours. So say hi to her.
Say hi to my daughter, Allie, at home. I'll see you in a couple days.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. All right. Coming up next from Discovery Bay, California, Gregory Trotton. At 683 yesterday. A little bit tougher day for you, Greg. Total weight today, 2.13. 2.13. Let's get a photo here. No matter how his day goes, Greg's always smiling. Tell me a little bit about your week.
Well, you know, it was a fantastic week. I love traveling up here. I actually went to Whiskey Town on Wednesday before coming here and slayed him over there. So
that's a lake, not a bar, folks. Whiskey Town is a lake, just so you know.
So that was fun. Sort of got me in the mood to finesse and do some sight fishing. I'm disappointed in my finish. I thought I could do a lot better, but these fish are hard to catch. I saw plenty of fish. I found fish. On this lake, I think you really there's some key spots. You really got to get into the key spot on the spot, and I wasn't able to do that. And then when I found fish, I couldn't catch them. I stayed on about a 5-pound smallie for about 2 hours and finally gave up. Wind came in, and I feel lucky to have caught that fish. That fish came on a biffle bug with a baby craw on it. The other 3 came on all 3 different baits, so I never really, I had an A-rig fish, I had a jerkbait fish, and a Kitech fish, and then some shorts. But you guys have done a fantastic job as usual. I want to thank Plumas Pines Resort. I mean, they take great care of us here. Had a fantastic meeting and barbecue and dinner. And, of course, with the Earth Cake, there was all sorts of support, through the night. And sort of looking forward to getting out of here right now. But thank you to Wild West and everybody. And I want to wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. I'll be home, dear, and I love you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Greg. Always a pleasure. All right, coming up next from Folsom, California, our 2022 Apex champion, Luke Johns. He had 1463 yesterday, adding another 1088. That gives you a total of 2551. That has you in the top 5 in weight. Has you in third place right now, Luke. Third place. This is no stranger to our day 3 top 10. So, Luke, tell us not all of your secrets, but a little bit of how your week went.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully I am fishing tomorrow. It's going to be close, I think. But this week it's been super fun. Yesterday was a blowout day for me, definitely. I mean, I smashed them in the morning, and then after that, it's been tough. I mean, I got 3 bites this morning early, doing what I was doing yesterday, and then after that, I kind of had to just scramble and run around, try to catch a couple fish. And I kind of figured if I caught a limit, I'd be fine. So after I caught 3, I kind of just went and tried to find new water, and it didn't pan out very well. So, I mean, it's good. Burn a lot of water that I don't have to burn tomorrow if I get fish. But we'll see how it goes. It's going to be fun. But, yeah, I got to say hi to my parents. They came out. I also got to give a special thank you to the Klein family. I'm staying with Alex this week, and they're letting me stay at their cabin here. So thank you guys for everything this week. You guys are always awesome. And thank you to everybody for showing up. Plumas Pines, you guys put on a great event. And Wild West, you guys always kill it. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the morning.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow morning, too. They have Shirley Temples up there, non-alcoholic drinks for you, Luke. He's a great sport. For such a young angler, what a stud he is. I mean, I hate fishing against him, so that speaks a lot about him. From Granite Bay, California, Bass Cat Pro, Tony Franceschi coming up. All right, Tony, let's get a total weight here. 5.08, 5.08. Let's grab a couple for photos. Why don't you get all the fish out of that bag? It's always a pleasure hanging out with Tony and talking with him. Tell me a little bit about your week here.
Long week for me. I like the last time we were here. This lake was fishing, a little bit better. It kind of suited my style a little bit better. The bite. This time I thought I could figure it out. When you're fishing a lake like this and you've got 45 of the best guys in the West, you got to make good decisions right from the get-go. And yesterday I had 2 spots that I was thinking about starting on, and I had to choose one, and I chose the wrong one. I had one that had a huge school on it, but they just never fired. I couldn't figure out how to catch a fish out of that school. And when I got to the other spot that I wanted to go to, there were a couple of guys that were in the top 10 yesterday. We'll see what they do today. But and that's just how it goes. So I ran around trying to find other things to do, and caught a couple of fish yesterday, a couple of fish today. That's about it. So it's just one of those tough tournaments for me. But beautiful lake. Love this place. Can't wait to come back up here when the bite is good. I got to thank all my sponsors. I want to thank Apex and Wild West. I want to thank you and Paul for stepping up and putting this thing together this year. I really, really appreciate it. And I want to say hello to my wife, Teal, and my 2 kids, Sienna and Sophia at home. And I'll see you guys soon.
All righty. Thank you, Tony. All right, Nick. I totally butchered the name of the town that you came from yesterday. Montague, California? All right. All right, Nick. 1247, another veteran of the Apex Pro Tour here. See how? Oh, let me do this. Make sure you get all the credit for your fish here. Total weight today 9.20, 9.20. That gives you a 2-day total of 2167. We'll see where that puts you in the top 10. All right, weight-wise, it has you in 5th place. We know there's a lot of good anglers coming up. How are you feeling about the top 10?
Not real good. I needed to catch another 2. I needed a limit. I started out this morning in an area that I fished a lot, and I caught one good, like a 3-pounder, and then it just died for me. It just got real slow, and I just bounced around, and I caught my best fish. It was like a 390 at about 10 o'clock, and I thought, man, I'm on the road to getting a good bag, and then it just died. Caught a couple shorts. I had another small one I caught ripping, so it's just the lake's fishing really tough right now. They're wanting to spawn. I found a bunch of bedfish, and they were I just couldn't get them to bite. I worked on them all day, and I couldn't get them to go. So if I make it in, I'll probably do the same thing. Hopefully they get ripe and they'll bite tomorrow. So we'll see. But I want to thank Ranger Boats. I've been running a Ranger the whole year. Ducket Rods, Black Bear Diner, Mike and Lacey. Thank you guys for letting me say happy birthday, Mike. And and my wife Heather, kids. I don't know if I'll be home tonight or not. Hopefully I'm fishing tomorrow, but we'll see.
Well, you're no stranger to the top 10, so stick around. Let's see how that shakes out for you. In the meantime, check out the bar and go grab dinner here at the restaurant at 5 o'clock when they open up for that. From Turlock, California, Christian Ostrander. All right, yesterday you had 481. This is definitely an improvement. 1278. That gives you a 2-day total of 1759. Let's grab a couple here for photos. All right, definitely an improvement from yesterday. What'd you do different today?
Yeah, you know what? I really like throwing a rip bait. That's what I do when I go smallie fishing. And I don't know what my deal was yesterday. I wasn't chucking it around enough. So today I just said I'm going to go throw a rip bait. And I threw it the whole day, and I caught 6 fish on it. So it was cool. It was fun. Big lake. I ran around. Everyone was on the other end of the lake. And I said forget it, and I ran up here. And nobody was up there, and got a few fish up there. So
Always a pleasure having you here. Anyone you want to thank at home?
I'd like to thank CNC Marine, Village Supplies, Cassell Freight and Warehousing, my buddy Brian Berlotti, Jerry Johnson, and all my good buddies. So.
All righty. Thank you, Christian. And next up from Sacramento, California, another newcomer to Apex Pro Tour, Jason Bradshaw. He had 656 yesterday. Oh, sorry, Jason. My heart breaks for you. So first time with Apex, it's definitely a learning curve. I feel when I fished Apex, you had to change the way you practice to figure it out because there is no practice. So really, like, you're on the fly. So how this week just pan out for you?
Well, obviously it was pretty tough. I had 2 fish yesterday and 2 bites today. The 2 bites I got yesterday, I got them in the boat, and the 2 I got today, I didn't get in the boat. But not having the pre-practice, I just kind of went in with the notion that I was going to try to get as many bites as I could, and that was going to be my practice, so to speak, right? And I could try to figure out how to get better fish. It didn't pan out that way, but you know, that's the way it goes. I'm really looking forward to Arlington, try to change this thing around, get some mojo going. I've had some pretty bad luck in the last month or whatever, so I'm going to get it changed around. I know it's a little premature, but happy Mother's Day. You ladies rock. Absolutely. Boatmasters, Mercury Marine, Dobbins Rods, you know, these guys help us out a lot. I got my boat wrecked at the Western Bass Shootout. I took it to Boatmasters. Those guys took care of me. Hopefully I'm going to be ordering a new boat here. You know, it's really important that we support all of these sponsors. You know, if you're looking for stuff, give these people a try. All of these companies up here are great, and we really need to support them because they support us. And without them, we're not going to have this, right? So.
Thank you, Jason, and definitely a true statement, guys. I mean, these companies really pour a lot of time, money, and stuff like that to help the trail, help it make it better for the anglers, and a lot of that money goes back to them too, and it helps us, you know, boost the economies whenever we travel to different cities. So, yeah, thank you everyone that supports us. Coming up next, Jerry Ballesteros, and man, this town, Rancho Cucamonga. Say it with me, it's so fun. Had a little Napoleon Dynamite moment there. All right, definitely an improvement from yesterday. Total weight, 4.35. Let's get a photo here, Jerry.
%200 better than yesterday.
Center. All right, another one of our 11 newcomers to Apex. Tell us about your Apex experience so far.
Awesome ordeal. I mean, it just without the no practice and without coming up here before the officials shut off, and it's a chore. It's you got to figure them out fast. And I know a lot of these guys, a couple of them been up here before, but some of the guys that never been here before, they just figured it out faster than most. So that's what I'm gonna have to be working on, figuring them out fast. You know, down south we get a little bit of time to figure them out, but not up here. First time up here. Awesome lake. Just didn't get it done the first day.
Anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, Mercury. I mean, Phoenix Boats, Dobbins Rods, RoboWorm, and my local Tackle Shack USA. Next Gen, Kevin. He's out here somewhere. We travel together and we room together, so. Him and Harper are a pair, so that's about it.
All right, thank you so much, Jerry. And just a reminder to our anglers, I know we had some more anglers walk up. Remember, guys, there is a top 10 meeting right after this weigh-in, a couple minutes after this weigh-in. So if you feel like you're in the top 10 or you're really close, go ahead and hang out just for a little bit so we can have that meeting. Coming up next from Kelseyville, California, Daniel Shelton, another new angler to Apex. Let's see. Oh. An improvement from yesterday for sure. All right, total weight here, 7.28. Let's grab a photo here, Daniel. Well, you definitely did something different from yesterday. Tell me about it.
Well, yeah, today was a little different. You know, I found the fish yesterday late because I was fishing the west side of the lake yesterday and fishing my strengths, and I couldn't get a bite. I mean, so anyways, today I changed a bunch of stuff last night, and I came up with the Ned rig with the little mushroom head skirt on there, and it really worked today. It wasn't for the Garmin, though. I'll tell you, the Garmin is what saved it, because I was seeing fish everywhere, of course, but I would see them like 60, 70 feet out, and I would talon down, and I would just flipping at them with 5-pound test with a bunch of Procure on there, and some of them bit. You know, I caught 8 fish today, but 5 of them were short, so I mean, it was a big improvement since yesterday. And this is my first Apex, and I'm just really thankful. And Plumas Pines, you guys did a great job here, and in Apex and everyone, it's really awesome. I want to say thanks to my sponsors, Internal Lithium Batteries. They've been flawless all year. I got Clear Lake Outdoors, Dave. You guys know Dave over at Clear Lake. He's a really good guy. He helps me out all the time. And Bakersville Frame and Axle. Without Mr. Newbie, I wouldn't be here right now. And of course, I have Lake County Tree Service. They've been really nice and generous and loving to me in Clear Lake. So, you know, I can't wait for Arlington. It's gonna be a showdown.
All right, Daniel. Well, we're excited to have you joining us this year, so thank you so much. All right, next angler from Sandpoint, Idaho, Carl Okerman. He had 1332 yesterday. Really good bag. Let's see what today brought. All right, a little bit less, 6.62, 6.62. Let's grab a couple here for photos. All right, that's a 2-day total of 1994. It may be close. We do have double qualifying in there, so sometimes if an angler is both in the top 5 in weight and in scorables, depending on how it falls in the system, because it goes weight, scorables, back and forth, they may be wiped out. You may have a chance to make it, but tell us about your first experience with Apex.
Well, this is new to me. Brand new lake, no practice, so it took quite a while yesterday morning to figure out what was going on out there. Found some fish. I caught all my fish in one spot. I seen enough fish. There's probably another 17 pounds sitting out there, but I just couldn't get them to bite. I parked out there all day long, and if they're gonna bite, they're gonna bite, and if not, then that's smallmouth fishing.
It sure is. Well, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, Carl. All right, from Surprise, Arizona, Joe Uribe Jr. Another angler who's won a lot of money out west here. Not the day that you wanted, Joe. All right, 2.07 pounds, 2.07. We actually got to watch you catch this fish. So for you, the camera boat was good luck. All righty, Joe. Tell me a little bit about your week here.
Well, you know, other than, I mean, obviously fishing was tough, but I tell you, this town of Chester is beautiful. I mean, this whole area, Lake Almanor, is amazing. So you guys are watching this, you guys need to make sure and plan a trip out here. Bring your family out here, and a great trout fishery out here. We've got some great cabins, a great restaurant here at Plumas Pines, and appreciate their support and everything. But, you know, just, you know, that's fishing. I mean, this is probably one of the most humbling tournaments that I've had in a long time. But you know what? We take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. And, you know, just very blessed to even be here and, you know, fish in another season here at the Apex. So, you know, welcome all the newcomers again. And, you know, they got a little bit of taste of how the format is. And, you know, from the feedback I've already gotten from them, they really like it and enjoy it. So you guys are out there watching. You guys want to be a part of the Apex. You know what to do. You guys finish the best you can in the WAN Bass Opens, the Wild West Pro-Ams, and also the MLF Series. So we've got several different platforms that you guys can qualify for this. So, but definitely looking forward to next week. I'm going to the Delta for the Wild West Pro-Am. So want to thank, obviously, all my great sponsors, Bridgeford Foods, Vexus Boats, Mercury Marine, Complete Marine, and all my other great sponsors. Thank my family and friends back home. Thank you, Amy and Blake and Aaliyah, everybody back there. And it looks like I will be back in time for Mother's Day. I'll catch a plane, and we'll go have a good time. So thanks again for everybody.
All righty. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. All right, coming up next from Bend, Oregon, we have David Swenside. All right, we'll get a total weight here. 6.99 pounds, 6.99. It's an improvement from yesterday. Let's grab some photos here. All right, David, I know you were nervous about what time you were supposed to be in because I could see you right there when you called me, but tell me about your day.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a real struggle for me. Yesterday, I tried a bunch of different stuff, found some fish, just didn't catch big ones, didn't get them to keep. Today, I just kind of scrapped everything and I went fishing, did a little bit more reaction fishing and had 3 fish on and got 2 in the boat, and I kind of developed that pattern a little bit later in the day. So I think I could have been a little bit lucky and got another 2 fish or so. But it was a great learning experience. I know this is going to go wide open sometime soon. We just missed it, but I think it's going to be an awesome couple weeks for you guys coming up. Great facilities. Thank you very much, you guys, and the resort was awesome. We survived the earthquake too, or the 22 earthquakes that we've had in the last 24 hours or something. But yeah, I'm ready to get home and shower and do all that other stuff.
All right, David. Well, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. All right, from Gilbert, Arizona, making the trip to join us here, Matt Shira coming up. Had 8.12 yesterday, a little bit less today, 6.96, 6.96. Let's grab some photos here, Matt. Real nice smalley right there. Good job, Matt. All right, Matt, you don't live too far from me. We don't have all these beautiful trees and stuff like that. Tell me a little bit about your experience up here at Lake Almanor.
It was an awesome experience, and just like everybody's saying, a week or two, I'd love to come back and catch some big smallmouth. They're a lot of fun. I saw a lot of big ones that would follow my jerkbait in, but today I just stuck to that jerkbait, made a couple thousand casts, and honestly, that fish came right at the end, so it was pretty cool. But had some new experiences for sure. Never been in an earthquake before. That was cool. Scary, but different. And I've never caught a rainbow trout on a Senko. And I did that today too. So new experiences for me, had a lot of fun out here. And thanks to Wild West, all you guys, your great staff. Want to thank my sponsors for helping me be here. My main sponsors, Airtime Cooling and Heating back home. I got to look at them sometimes. Efficient Roofing, Battleborn Batteries, Nitro Boats, Mercury Outboards, Bass Pro Shops, and all the rest of my great sponsors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matt. All right, I always got to say this. Best traveling family in fishing from Nevada City, California, Matthew Nadeau and his 2 little ones. All right, hold on here. Matt had 12.69 yesterday. Feels like another good bag of fish here. Oh, Mr. Consistent. 12.33 today, 12.33. Gives you a 2-day total of 25.02. Nicole, do me a favor, scroll down there. All right, has you in 4th place in weight. I know you caught a lot of numbers also. Let's grab a couple fish here for photos, and then let's talk about that. All right, Matt, real good chance of making the top 10. You had really good weight. You're in 4th place in weight, and I know you're up there in the scorables also, so very good chance we're going to see you tomorrow, so don't go anywhere, but tell us a little bit about your day today.
So I started in the same area. They're not cheering for me, by the way, if you can hear them in the background, but anyway, woohoo! I started in the same area. I caught my fish yesterday and I had 10 scorables for a little bit more weight, 12 some or other. And man, today, I don't know if it was the earthquake, the water was dirtier, dingier. I think the settling from the bottom kind of came up, and The fish just didn't cooperate. So I did catch one first thing in the morning, pretty good fish. So that kind of got my day going, which was sweet. And I literally pretty much had 5 bites today. And I probably had 25 bites yesterday. So like I said, today was just a different day. And I kind of figured something else out. I tied up a bait. I dug deep through my boxes, and I actually put my 2 biggest ones in the boat on a bait I would never think about throwing out here. So, maybe if I do fish tomorrow, I might maybe figure a little something out. So, obviously the big ones like to eat it. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Chelsea. Yesterday, I almost forgot to thank my wife, but thank you, Trey Williams, G Money Jigs, Gerald Williams Electric. Man, I couldn't be out here without you guys. Love you guys. Next Gen Lithium. Everybody I'm sure is hearing about those batteries. They're awesome. Hooked and Ion. Check them out online, you guys. You guys don't need to live in Ion. Hooked and Ion. Awesome tackle shop. So, and I just want to thank all my fellow Apex anglers. Awesome. Super blessed to be here. Thank you, God. And I just pray that we're going to stay tonight. I pray for everybody's safety, with no more earthquakes coming. Our cabin was literally like shaking, and these are old cabins just on little footings. So, man, I don't know. Hopefully third time's not the charm for that deal. But anyway, love you all watching. Hopefully I fish tomorrow, and I bring in you guys a big old sack and hold up that trophy.
All right, hold on, you two. So we kind of messed it up yesterday. All right, on the count of 3, okay? I'll count to 3, and then we get a Team They Do. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Team They Do!
Awesome. Good job, guys. Just a quick reminder for our anglers that think they're going to be in the top 10. Remember, stick around. Bar's open. Restaurant opens at 5 for the rest of you that need to get some food on your way out. Next angler coming up from Temecula, California, William Ponting. William, a rough day. Both days for you, but we always love having you out here. Tell us a little bit about Lake Almanor.
Saw a lot of fish, couldn't catch them. Went to go to the Delta and not see fish, but see seals, and hopefully I catch them.
Anyone back home that you'd like to thank before you leave?
See y'all there. I know I'm fine.
All right, thank you, William. All right, coming up next, another Arizona that had to travel a little ways to get here from Lakeside, Arizona. We have Johnny Johnson. Had 12:08 yesterday. A little bit less, 10:75. Let's grab a couple for photos here. All right, might be a little bit tough on the weight side. We did follow you on Tourney X on the scoreable side. Man, maybe 1 or 2 more might have got you right in there. We don't know how the chips are going to fall, but, man, great job this week. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I had a great time here. The first time I've ever seen this lake before, and it's a great fishery, and it reminds me a lot of where I live up in Arizona. I live up in the mountains like this with pine trees. We don't have earthquakes, so I will say that. That was a little spooky, but I'll tell you, I had a blast. Caught some on rip baits, a lot of sight fishing going on when the wind kicked. I was debating whether to switch over to doing a little more reaction, but I only ended up with 4. I caught a short fish this morning, and I had one with about 10 minutes left to go, ready to go, man. And he hit it twice, and I could not get him to actually fire on the bait hard enough, and I didn't catch him. So I had to bail back here. Otherwise, I think I'd have had 5 fish. But in saying that, had a blast. Want to thank all my sponsors. Apex is always a fun circuit to fish. I fished it last year, and I'll tell you what, I'm ready for the rest of the season now. This got me fired up. And there's nothing like testing your skills on a lake you've never been to before. And when you come from different areas and you come to a lake and that you've never been to and you're still able to catch fish, it gives you some confidence to go into the next event for sure. So I'm excited. I'll let these guys get up and weigh. And thank you so much, John. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right. Thank you, Johnny. Have a safe trip home. Coming up next, one of our Apex winners from Trinity Lake and a great fisherman from Atascadero, California, Nick Salvucci. He had 1397 yesterday. A little bit less today. Not what you wanted, Nick, I'm sure. 5.90, 5.90. Let's grab a couple photos. All right, well, this guy's not a stranger to winning. Might not make it this time to the top 10. You've been there plenty of times. Tell me a little bit about Lake Almanor.
Well, definitely not going to make it, so I'm going to load the boat up and start driving home. But I had a blast. I mean, it was a lot tougher day. Yesterday, caught a few decent ones, catch them on an A-rig and a jerkbait. And then today, I just couldn't get in the commit. I had a bunch of followers and tried bed fishing for a little bit, but they were a little spooky, the ones that I found that pulled up. So I don't. It's is what it is.
All right, thank you so much, Nick. Have safe travels. All right, coming up next from Auburn, California, we have Bill O'Shin. Looks like a better day than yesterday. Total weight, 12.70, 12.70. All right, Bill, let's grab a couple for photos. While he's getting some pictures, remember, fishermen, if you think you're going to be in the top 10, just hang out for me afterwards for a mandatory meeting. Well, Bill, I know this lake's not strange to you, and you definitely improved over yesterday. Tell me what you did different today.
I didn't do a whole lot different. I still kind of fished the same areas. I did find some sight fish, which really helped me get some fish in the boat, and then I went back to my area. And as soon as the wind kicked up, I started catching them. And I needed probably another hour or two this afternoon. They were just starting to turn on this afternoon, but you know what? Thank you guys for showing up. This venue is amazing. This lake is awesome. It's near and dear to my heart. I've hunted up here my whole life. I actually don't fish here much, but I just love it up here. And I want to say hi to my wife, Crystal, and my son, Elliot. And I want to thank CNC Marine and Gene McPhillips Cinema for sponsoring me. And we'll see you at the next one.
Thank you, Bill. All right, another newcomer to the Apex Pro Tour from Bakersfield, California, Mason Maccabee. He had 512 yesterday. Definitely a big improvement today. He had 1495. Good job, Mason. Let's grab a total weight here, or photos here. Your total weight came out to 20 pounds and 7 ounces. All right, Mason, definitely an improvement from yesterday. What'd you do different today, and how was your first experience at Apex?
I had to dig deep today. Pulled out stuff that I never pull out before. Basically fishing with a crappie jig. But yeah, we just had to slow down and stick in one area and not get it spun out. Just catch as many as we could.
Well, you did a good job doing that. Anyone you want to thank before you leave?
Yeah, I know all my friends and family are watching, but all my sponsors, Stealth Sticks, Team Davies. There's a few more, but I can't think of them off the top of my head.
All right, well, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us this year, Mason. All right, coming up next from Alameda, California, Zach Thompson. Yesterday at 1492. A little bit less today. Total weight, weight for today, 6.77. Gives you a total weight of 2169. Let's grab a couple for photos. All righty, Zach. So far, that has you 7th overall in weight. So it may be close with double qualifiers, so don't go anywhere. We'll see how this ends up for you, but tell me a little bit about your day.
Yeah, there's some guys behind me that were up there yesterday too, so I'm pretty sure I might not make it tomorrow, but you never know. With the format of Apex, sometimes you get thrown a loop and you end up fishing, but I had a great time. I want to make sure I say thanks and hi to my sponsors, DCR Propeller and Frank Carone in North Highlands, And I want to say hi to my parents, Dave and Shelley, my wife, Cassandra, Charlotte and Sawyer, my kids, and everybody watching. But, you know, and St. Croix for putting on the Angler of the Year stuff this year for Wild West and Apex. Really great rods and Coasted sunglasses. But, yeah, this week was good yesterday. Today it got kind of tough. I went to my spot. Nobody jumped me today. I had full rain to where I caught all my fish yesterday morning, and it just didn't really work out for me. And I tried a little bit of everything today. I went and found a bunch of those bedfish that are really neurotic, and I couldn't catch any of them and ended up with 2. But, you know, I want to say a big shout out to where we're staying here, Plumas Pines Resort. You know, we had a couple earthquakes and some weird stuff go on, and they did everything in their power to get the restaurant back and running and make sure all the rooms were safe. And he was running around all night last night trying to get stuff ready, and then we had another earthquake today. So I just want to say a huge shout out to Plumas Pines Resort because this place is amazing. Anybody who hasn't been here and want to come check out Almanor, I recommend coming here. You're right on the lake. Great people, great restaurant, great food. And want to say thanks to Wild West and all you guys, and we'll see what happens. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Zach, so much. Travel safe. Coming up next from Angels Camp, California, we have Hayden Lee. He had a great bag yesterday, 1687. Today's total weight, a little bit less, 6.77. But that gives you a total weight for 2 days of 2364. And on the weight side, has you in 5th place, so we'll see how that goes. Let's grab a couple fish for photos here. All right, Hayden, we're definitely going to have you stick around just to see how this shakes out for the top 10. Tell us a little bit about your day today.
It was definitely a lot tougher than yesterday. I had the camera boat on me first thing in the morning, and I hate to be that guy that says I lost them all, but it happened. It really does happen. It humbled me for sure. I lost 3 this morning that put me in a bad mood in the morning, but I didn't let it affect me too much. But it was definitely one of those days. They were just coming off. So, yeah, hopefully I make it, but I don't know. I'm going to need some double qualifiers for sure. But, yeah, thanks for watching everyone at home, my wife, my grandparents, my mom, and everybody. But, yeah, I was really happy with this tournament. The camera boats really impressed me today. They were on me in the morning. I know we had 3 camera boats, and it's going to make a good show. I know we were all catching them. And Hooked and Ione actually has a TV show come out, Hooked Outdoor TV. It's on the Roku channel, so check it out.
All righty, Hayden. Definitely stick around. You're going to be right there. We have definitely a lot of double qualifiers here, so we'll see how that pans out for you. Coming up next from Paso Robles, California, we have Scott Hellison, who led day 1 in weight. So yesterday, Scott had 1758. Feels like another good bag of bass here. 14.61 gives you a 2-day total of 32.19 pounds and has you in 1st place. Well, Scott, I'm not going to ask you about your secrets because I'm pretty sure you're probably going to fish tomorrow because you had a lot of fish today too, upwards in the 20 fish total for 2 days, I think, somewhere up in there. So tell us just a little bit about the last 2 days for you.
Yeah, today was a lot tougher than yesterday. I pulled up on my starting spot, and the last place crew decided to move in on me, and there's 3 boats sitting there, and just a little lesson on etiquette. If the leader shows up to the spot that he's fishing in the morning and you're there and asks you to leave, get out of there, please. It'll pay back, at some point when you're leading a tournament. But anyway, I caught 0 fish there, and I kind of scrambled and ran around the lake. And was able to, I think I caught 8 today. So it was still a tough day, but it actually probably helped me for tomorrow because I have now more than 1 spot I can go fish tomorrow. So excited for tomorrow, and we'll go get it tomorrow.
Well, you turned a bad situation into a good situation. Now you have 2 spots for tomorrow. You have less competition tomorrow to compete against to get to the spot. So we'll see how it turns out. Anyone you want to thank back at home?
Yeah, of course, my wife back home and my son. That's why I do this. I love them, and I appreciate that they let me come out here and spend time away from home. That's hard for me and hard for them. So I caught all my fish this week so far on a Stealth Stick spinning rod. I'll reveal the bait tomorrow, but Stealth Sticks makes some awesome rods, and they came out with a new prototype rod that I've got this week. It's a 7'6" rod, and I'm using really light line, and I'm throwing a really small bait, and I'm throwing it really far. So we'll see if it pans out tomorrow, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it tomorrow.
All righty. Well, stick around for the top 10 meeting after the weigh-ins here. Thank you, Scott. All right, coming up next from Bakersfield, California, Randy Maccabee. All right, total weight today, 4.86, 4.86. Let's grab a couple for photos here.
Grab all of them.
Grab everything in the bag there. All right. All right, Randy. Let me ask you this first. A lot of these people have traveled with their family up here and stayed. You get to fish with some of your family or against your family here. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's fun. This is his first year, and, you know, he loosened up a little bit today, so I think we're all going to be in trouble here pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. You guys don't have any in-family bets, do you? Because I want to say he beat you this week.
No in-family bets because he's still got to go home to my house.
True story, true story. I tried, Mason. I don't know, but, you know, maybe you would have made some money this week from your dad, but you do live under his roof. So tell us about Lake Almanor.
Oh, man, I was really hoping I would wake up this morning and that earthquake would have put a big crack in the bottom of the lake and all the water would have been gone. I had a tough time. I don't know. I'm more confused now. I don't even know what I would do tomorrow other than do everything I didn't do. So I couldn't crack the code. Some of these guys are catching them, so more power to them.
Yeah, and we all know that Randy's joking around that we love this place. It's been wonderful to us the last couple times we've been here. Before you leave, anyone you want to thank?
Definitely my wife. She's back home watching. I get to make a nine-hour drive home tonight, hook up the horse trailer. We're going to a barrel race tomorrow, so.
All right, well, good luck on all your travels. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you.
All right, this is a guy that was moving up and down the leaderboard here on scoreables from Oroville, California, Ryan Friend. He had 17:09 yesterday. Let's see what Ryan did today. Oh, boy. 14.99 gives you a 3-day total of 32.08 pounds and has you in second place. Let's grab a couple for photos here. I know you have some fans in the crowd there. All right, pretty sure that you're going to be fishing tomorrow. Just tell me a little bit of what you've done so far, not as far as baits or anything that you want to change up or kind of stick to the same areas and baits that you've been throwing so far.
Yeah, I've found a couple areas that just got some fish in it. Like Mason said, you know, if you're not familiar, you don't have time to really run around a whole lot. So I'm just kind of sticking those areas out. I know there's some, if I can get bit in there, there's some good ones. I think I caught maybe 8 fish or so today, but had a few real good ones in the bag. Didn't wear the places out today, kind of left them alone. But I think probably tomorrow I'll try to do the same thing and just hang out in those areas. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah, you know, I know you moved up the leaderboard in scoreables on Tourney X. So tomorrow the weight's 0. You've been pretty consistent, right? I mean, you know, if we average it out, right about 16 pounds. So we'll see how it works out for you. Stick around for the top 10 meeting. Thank you, Ryan. All right, coming up next, another newcomer to Apex from Vacaville, California. We have Billy Hines. All right, 11:35 yesterday. An improvement today, 14 pounds even, 14 even. That gives you a 2-day total of 25.35 and has you in 6th place. Ooh, that's always a tough spot to be in Apex. Let's get some photos here. All right, so he's in 6th place right now. We take the top 5 in weight, the top 5 in scoreable, but some of our top 5 in weight are also double qualifiers. So that 6th place alternate spot may get you into the top 10 for tomorrow. So it's your first time with Apex. What do you think about this format and this opportunity to possibly fish in the top 10 tomorrow?
Man, if I got to fish tomorrow, it'd be a blessing. I lost a fish yesterday, just a keeper, probably a 3-pounder. But I weighed in 4 fish. I'm sure that might kick me in the butt. But anyway, I love the format. It's a great format. Once I got used to taking the picture and downloading and doing all that kind of stuff, that it got a little easier. So today I was a little more settled in and was able to actually go fishing and relax and got it going. You got the fun meter on going right here. It's on full blast. So it was fun all day. So appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. I appreciate Garmin got me here. And I appreciate them and the rest of my sponsors, Gone Fishing Marine, and most of all my wife, Tanya, out there watching. So thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, Billy. Stick around for a top 10 meeting after this. Our next angler, we all hope for you, Billy. From Oroville, California, super clean pro. This guy is super clean, super fine, Alex Klein. All right, Alex. 11:31. Gives you a total weight of 2153. Let's grab some for photos here. I think everyone loves Alex, right? Everywhere we go, he's got like the biggest crowd, and other families are cheering for you. No one ever cheers for me when I start these things off. Except for Paul. Thank you, Paul. Love you. Happy Mother's Day. All righty, Alex. I'm sure you always want to do better than what you did this couple weeks or the couple days, but not bad. You had 21:58. You're right there. It's a tough format, but how was your week?
My week was good. I just forgot the 5th keeper each day. That's really going to hurt me at the end of this one. But Lake Almanor is a fun place to fish. I love coming up here. The earthquakes were something new. It's the first time I experienced that up here. But I use my Costa sunglasses, and I sight fish a couple of my bigger fish. The fish are real finicky. They're just moving up right now. So any of you guys sitting at home and want to come fish Almanor next week, it should be a blast. It should be wide open. But yeah, overall it was just tough. It's always a challenge when you come to the lake and you don't get to practice and fish against 50 of the top guys and everybody's fishing the same stuff. It's just hard to move around and find fishable water and then catch good fish. But overall it was fun. I had a blast and looking forward to the season.
Thank you so much, Alex. Always a pleasure fishing with you and having you out here with us. All right, coming up next from Oakdale, California, Ish Monroe. He had 994 yesterday. All right, his total weight today, a little bit better, 1127. 1127 gives you a 2-day total of 2121. Let's grab a couple here for photos. All right, Ish is a busy man in the fishing world. Had to fly over here from his last tour event. How was Lake Almanor to you this week?
It was a little tough. I struggled, but before we get into that, I want to thank you. I had a little boat issue today where I put the trolling motor down at 6 o'clock and never picked up, had all my graphs, Lowrance graphs running, had my livels running because I caught a fish right away and actually ran out. And you and Paul do a great job. And Austin Bonjour, he had a set of cables he let me borrow. I mean, I thank him too. I mean, it's just kind of like a cool family out here, and just thank you guys for running such a great circuit. You know, me and Billy were talking backstage, and we're just talking about how great this is ran with you two guys running this deal right now, and just glad to have you guys running it, and we'll be fishing them.
We always appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much, Ish. Thanks. You want to thank anyone before you leave? You should.
Oh, thank everybody for showing out. Thank all my sponsors. Allowed me to fish Apex and actually fish for a living. Almanor is a great lake. There's a lot of big smallmouth in it. I've been seeing them cruise up and down the bank. Like Alex said, it's going to be a week or so, and it's going to be full game on out here. I did break one off, and that's all my fault because the fish made me mad, and I set the hook a little hard, and shouldn't do that when you're fishing light line, but that's just the way things go.
Thank you, Ish. All right. The only other time I've ever experienced a earthquake inside of a building in California was at Jackson Rancheria Casino, where Earl Dalton III is from. Maybe it's you. All right, total weight today, 5.55, 5.55. Let's grab a photo here. All right, I know you got to travel up here with your family. Probably not the finish that you wanted, but you know what? We appreciate having you with Apex and joining us last year, I believe, right? Always a good time. Met Earl, I think, man, years ago at a Pro-Am. I think we stayed at the same hotel. Guy's been super cool, super friendly all the time. I appreciate that. But tell us a little bit about Lake Almanor and how it treated you.
You know, it's a really beautiful place. I mean, the fishing was tough, but I mean, there are a lot of fish out there. I don't know what happened. I think a little bit of a cold front pushed them back a little bit. But, I mean, I saw 100 fish at least, you know, between yesterday and today. They just couldn't get them to bite. And the ones I did get to bite, I kind of messed up a little bit. I broke one off at the boat. It was just tough out there. And but, you know what? I had a great time. The place is like the most beautiful place I've ever been. And that earthquake was something, man. That was something to experience right there. Anyways, thank you to Wild West, Jeremy, everybody that runs this. Thank you. Everybody. Thank you guys very, very much. Appreciate you. Thank your wife. I'll thank my girlfriend. Anna, thank you guys so much. All right, have a good one.
Thank you, Earl. All right, Plumas Pines, thank you to everyone that came out here to our live weigh-in. We appreciate it. Everyone at home, thank you, too, for watching online on all the social media platforms. We'll have the top 10 meeting here for our anglers here in just a bit. Check them out. You'll get to follow the top 10 on Tourney X tomorrow. We'll have a link posted on Facebook, so it'll take you right to Tourney X. Before we sign off, I'd like to thank A&M Graphics, Accel Marketing, Accucol, Basscat Boats, Ben Green Insurance, Bob's Machine Shop, Bridgeford Food, Dish Network, Duo International, Fisherman's Warehouse Megastore, Garmin, Mercury Marine, Navionics, Next Gen Lithium, PowerPole, Price Family Dealership, Roman Made, St. Croix, Signature Gates and Welding System, Super Clean, Valley Outdoors, Wood Brothers Flooring. And again, thank you to everyone out here. Thanks to all my anglers that came out, and thank you for watching us at home.